Welcome to my country presentation. Today, the presentation will be about Bosnia and Herzegovina, a country inside the Balkans. Before modern time, Bosnia and Herzegovina wasn't really a country more than like a city state. Like if you throw back to the Holy Roman Empire, where there were like thousands of little mini nations of the big nation, that's kind of how they were. They switched from into the Middle Ages just being not really that organized to going to the Ottoman Empire, then going to the Austrian Hungary, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and then going to the Kingdom of Yugoslavia, and then switching to Communist Yugoslavia. A thought of independence started really during the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, where Bosnia and Herzegovina were given their own state with very similar borders to how they are now, with a flag that looks a lot like the normal the Yugoslavian flag, and they decided that they didn't really want to be communist because no one wants to be communist. In the year 1992, communism wasn't the hot thing anymore. It wasn't the cool thing. So the Bosnian War broke out, where Bosnia and was trying to fight against Yugoslavia for their own freedom, and it was technically a military stalemate, but Bosnia and Herzegovina became a country in the Republic of Bosnia and Herzegovina, which lasted for 3 years while the Bosnian War was going on to try and stabilize the nation as a whole. And then it comes to the current day where Bosnia and Herzegovina is now a full-on nation with its own borders and own delegation, stuff like that. So this is the map of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and it's an overall pretty normal map. It's pretty split up. You can kind of see where the Bosnia part ends and the Herzegovinian part ends. Here's a map of them split up. And the one thing that kind of infuriates me about this map is there is a whole 2 kilometers of sea access there. Why? I don't understand it. Why not just make it landlocked? I don't understand. Why do they need that 2 kilometers? It's not that much. That's like the length of the field out back, I think. So, like if you were to walk around the entirety of the field and stretch that out, that's basically how much border they have to see. And why did Croatia just let themselves be cut off? Like they did have an entire part of Croatia that's completely cut off from the rest of Croatia because someone wanted a little stupid border. It's really stupid. I don't like the border. Bleh. This is the flag of Bosnia and Herzegovina. You can see that it's a mostly blue background with around five-pointed stars, and the 3 points of the triangle are meant to represent the 3 main ethnic groups of Bosnia and Herzegovina: the Bosniak, the Croat, and the Serb. The stars represent Europe they're meant to be basically infinite, because there's infinite amount of stuff inside Europe, there's an infinite amount of people that they can be neutral with, that kind of stuff. There's way more than they could ever think of. There's more groups, more people that haven't been recognized yet, and that's why it's completely infinite, which I think is some nice symbolism. It's not an interesting flag. Some of their older flags, like the flag of the Bosnia and Herzegovinian Republic, it looks very French. That's the French thing. I'm pretty sure that's the French thing. It's fleur or something. But yeah, I think the flag is kind of good. The capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina is Sarajevo. It's a pretty centered. It's a little bit to the left of the center of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and it's often called the Jerusalem of Europe, or the Jerusalem of the Balkans, because there's a lot of religious diversity there, and lots of people who have different religions love to live there. It's kind of like Jerusalem, where there's the Jews that live there because that's where they've always lived. There's the Christians that want to go there because that's where Jesus Christ is from, and then there's the Muslims who are already there, basically. Here are some fun facts about Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina is nicknamed the heart-shaped land, and if you look at the map of Bosnia, that makes sense. There are lots of nuclear bunkers inside Bosnia and Herzegovina because that were built during the Yugoslav Revolution. Currently, it's just an art exhibition, and football is the most popular sport in Bosnia and Herzegovina, as it is for the rest of the world, basically.